in a minute. I'm your host, Hassan, asking you to stay tuned, subscribe, share, and Go Black in a Minute is sponsored by WACPtv.Bz and V1.6.2.
Now, we've been having a number of conversations as we talked about Queen.
This whole Queen saga has been an interesting insight into how people see the world.
We talked about Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away at the age of 96, and kind of going through her complicated legacy, going through the history of the monarch, has forced us to ask some very uncomfortable questions, and most importantly, has forced the world to look at the British monarchy as whether it's still necessary, whether it's racist, whether it's truly something that should be revered and respected.
You know, it's that a famous person has gone, and so everyone must respect them, regardless of what the famous person is famous for. You can't say to people who have been oppressed by the British crown that they should not in some way, shape, or form say whatever they want. First of all, the person's gone, right? It's not like they're crying wherever they are. They're gone. That's the first thing to admit. Right? And secondly, you can't expect people to show respect for something that never respected them.
And so we've been having these discussions because it's a part of the culture.
CNN cloud of colonialism hangs over Queen Elizabeth II, dealing with her relationship over Queen Elizabeth's legacy in Africa. You're going to have 150,000 Kenyans put into internment camps, concentration camps. Estimates are that it was a total of about 1.5 million who are going to be confined to their homes and have to have movement passes, things like this. But they inflicted torture on them, brutality, castration on African men in Kenya during the Mau Mau Rebellion, raping of African women. It's an empire that colonized 100 years ago, colonized 1/5 of the world population. And then when she became queen in 1952, about a little more than 25% of the world population was under British rule. It was a little more than 700 million people.
I read that.
This is going to continue. All this real history is coming out, and what this does is, and see what the monarchy has done. They've done a good marketing campaign,
right?
Because they market the glamour, the majesty, the gold carriage, the 30 horses pulling the gold carriage, the regalia, the uniforms, Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace. They market this magic. But they don't deal with the history of the colonization, slavery, and torture that generated the billions of dollars to pay for all of what you see. And so then you wonder why, okay, so why do some African Americans, why are they mesmerized by the queen and stuff like that? Well, you told it to them when they were children.
It still is, because we've always known that England had a part in a lot of the atrocities around the world. It's not that we didn't, because the Queen will not be ever held to account for any of those things because she's gone. So now this does fall down to Charles, or King Charles III.
And they were pushing
for reparations.